whether they play up or down to their competition, we are going to find out, because while the Hardpoint has been about even, slightly better for the Heretics throughout the stage, on Skyline specifically, Heretics have been incredible. So Boston are playing with fire. If they can play up to their competition, we'll find out map 1.
Well, map 1 on its way, ladies and germs. Thanks for joining us here on superb Saturday of Call of Duty. Rancor has been a very handy-dandy factor chance when it comes to Hardpoint here in Stage 2. You touched upon this a little bit, but this is the 8th seed battle. This is a big deal, man. This is a very, very important series, long-term implications.
One of the most important, like, non-land matches either one of these teams and players are going to have. So, yeah, absolutely, the stakes are going to be in the mix. And if you're talking about players maybe being on the chopping block, we're expecting roster mania to get crazy come Stage 3. Important to show up in moments like this.
Oh, indeed, yeah. These are the ones that everyone remembers when the chips are down and when things are very important. And Purge has started the map off wonderfully. 3-0 now on the approach towards the hard point. Heretics now with a little bit of a loose setup as it's going to get cut to pieces. Awakening's already by P2. What a win onto Lucky. That's 3 dead and a decisive one early on.
And he gets out with his life, and Kemi's there for the protection. That is a nice sequence coming in for Boston. So much so that Snoopy, I mean, he's taken all the freedom to go on a massive flank. I mean, 14 seconds left on P1, and this is a dagger. He is forcing these spawns so far out, and even though he falls, his teammates comfortable in the time. Purge, by the way, already has a cruise missile as well, and you're maintaining those back spawns. This is a wonderful sequence. And Awakening picks up double kill. He's 6-0 as well.
Hey.
Doesn't get better than this.
This is it. There is 7-0. There is a real happy Anthony Wheeler in Columbus somewhere. Oh, big Wake staying alive for as long as he can. No secondary Hellstorm there for Boston Breach. Heretics now on the approach. Once again, a P2 Purge. Tactical retreat upstairs. Stuns. Everything's going to be there. The team kill was unfortunate, but you still got presence. And Purge now doing it alone. Can he keep this play alive? He sure can. Purge, what a run. The hardpoint still in Boston's hands.
Great comms and a great read. Boston in fine form. And I mentioned Skyline being a wonderful thing from Heretics. That's true. They have a 7-3 record, so much that teams more often than not veto it against this squad. And, well, here's Boston playing with fire and coming out as the extinguishers. It's a lame joke, but hey, we do what we do.
Hey, man, they can't all be red hot. That's absolutely fine. 3 dead, though, now for Heretics. Chance to get things going again. A little bit of scrap time there at P2 gain, now to P3. You've got 1 man in. The rest of the players on the other side of the map. This is going to be an overwhelming here, though. Boston have picked the right avenue of attack. Right in they go. Metal's on the flank. Oh, no, it's a team kill. That's so unfortunate. It's Real, though, through the front line. Can't keep it going, and Boston gifted the break after that shenanigan.
That is a painful team kill as well. I mean, a volcanic eruption with that grenade, and so much so that it has cost them a decent chunk of time, and long-term could cost them something more. It's been a trade fest on the time since then, but Boston might always have the sort of upper hand, at least when it comes to the scrap time, because Heretics, at a certain point, are just going to have to focus on the rotation, or are going to be down bodies. So it has literally been trade after trade after trade, but Boston's really been the only team collecting this time, and they've maintained an 80-point lead going into new, and now the scenario is a situation where if Boston break into P4, they might just win the game there.
Well, it could well be the case. This is the backside of the hard point. This is the way things look when you've got the rotation right now. Lucky and Metals are going to be scrambling now to find a corner to look out for this Boston Breach onslaught, and here we go. Heretics in first. How long can they hold? Their P3 was atrocious. 4th hard point now. Lucky gets caught out on the sprint across. Rancor trophies at the ready. Purge. Superficial damage there with the Hellstorm. Now players manage to get their way into the back line. Lucky off spawn, Lucky back into the fight, and now we've got a war.
This is all you needed, though. You block the back spawns, you're going to set yourself up long-term from the break, and Boston just seemingly in good position on the map. That's a nice moment. Lucky, Real, and Rancor, every single player winning their ones, and Heretics bail themselves out in a sense. I mean, you deal with the cruise missile, get rid of that, you prevent that P4 break from being sort of official, and you do chop the lead down. It was an 80-point gap, and going into new, it's going to be down to about 30. So as well as Boston played on the first few hills, Heretics still in a decent enough spot.
Absolutely. Hit the defibrillator and they're right back to life there. Good stuff, Heretics. Second set. Can you forget the mistakes of the first? And can you keep the momentum towards the end tail of it as well? Real, top side of the map. He's going to be looking for as many of these members of Boston as possible. Gets at least one. That's good enough for now. He's a problem for Awakening to deal with. Hardpoint still in contest for a moment. Nice opening there as Lucky now will find himself on towards the time. And the Heretics are right back in their chance.
And Lucky's going to be feeling the pressure as well because they got challenged from you. Well, his teammates got that covered, so Rancor gets the kill in perfect time, and then Rancor gives you 2. So he's got the trophies out, he's got the coverage, and he's got every cut, and he's got every weapon. He could not ask for Rancor to have anything more on his plate. So much so, they're not shooting back. He is 20-11, literally throwing the team on his back.
He's a one-man army right now. His teammates are picking up what they can. But the Heretics, again, they've done a decent job of getting time here on P1. They've got full control of P2. They're not letting that go just yet. Here comes a big hit from the breach, though. Forward they fly, and once again, 5 now in a row for Rancor, but these kills aren't huge. It's not a tremendous point gain there, so don't worry too much about the Hellstorm as we now attack P2.
That's a good patient game as well for him to back up and try to maintain these spawns. So Rancor having a great sequence, and I mean, he continues. He's got his teammates there from the help. He's baiting out all the pressure, and he's just letting his teammates get the kills. So yeah, Metals, take your 2 freebies. Rancor is going to keep the spawns and make the time nice and easy. I mean, this is a life Rancor that's been maybe a minute straight. He has been in perfect position, and I got guys like Real pushed up on the map, ready to fry, and the lead has officially changed.
He's just not missing. Rancor, the third man. No way, nearly brought down Purge as well. Well, Hellstorm accrued, lead change. It's all working out for the Miami Heretics here, man. 20 seconds to go here on P2. The teamwork is absolutely flowing. Fantastic chemistry. It's Metals now, 4. Becomes a 5. Looking for kill number 6 round the corner. Here comes Cammy into the time, and the dance is on. And number 6 felt so easy. Miami Heretics, vamos to the listen-in.
Y otro más deep. Tengo racha, a ver. Vamos de frente con mi racha. Espera. Vale, está bien.
Tengo uno solo de la U.
Ahí a la derecha.
Sí, dale. Sí, soy como.
¿Han estos en la izquierda?
Estoy mirando el nuestro de.
Cama no veo nada. Vale, uno en cama dentro y uno totizado y uno punto. Solo y uno punto.
Vale, vamos a dos al punto. Quiero muerto el punto.
Hay otro
Pues ya tengo de cara. Sí, voy. Tengo uno allí, no puedo. Tengo la izquierda del golpe. No, de cama no puedo.
De cara y
barra, me mata.
Son 3 de cara, de cara.
Pues a la izquierda, no flipea metal.
Háchala aquí. Son dos fondo. Uno va para arriba, roca. Sigue el Furgin.
Es que no echa la cama, no echa la cama.
No, chica, me toca uno.
Lo puedo matar, estoy chiseándole.
Vale,
1, 2, 3. No, vale, punto y fondo roca. Uno punto de la mañana y derecha, otro punto.
Crack, muerto.
Falta Cami en el cine, Cami.
Tengo arriba yo. Tengo arriba. Un tiro a la bañera. El otro under. Cuidado. El otro under. Tengo under, Chema. Tengo split.
Tiro. Yo otro fondo. Estoy flanqueando
Está la ducha y otra roca contigo.
Esta roca es medio cambio, tiro, medio
ahora.
En P3 solo.
Sube para arriba, ¿vale? El Purge. Cami está en P3, ha puesto Fireplay.
Sí, está por la derecha.
Arriba Purge, sí. Arriba y sí. Fireplay no sé qué ha hecho. Arriba y sí Purge,
Me mata ahí, sí. Está de derecha, al lado del agujero. Cami muerto.
Cama abajo. Vale, cama y punto. Está en la bañera, chavales.
De cama no. Sigue. Sigue con tiro. Muerto.
Well, Boston Breach managed to find a little bit of signs of life here going into what will be our 3rd set in a moment, Chance. But hey, not bad hardpoint game from either team.
I mean, look, Boston's starting to fight back, right? It has just been a game and a map of runs right now, and maybe Snoopy will have the hot hand. He's going to be looking to flip the spawns long term and on a 5 spree. That's the man you want to contain. Some Metals, making sure he is dialed in to stop it, but you stop a Snoopy. Purge has to fall as well, and he's going to. Those are 2 incredibly impactful kills coming in for Metals.
Yeah, not only that, but now spawns for Boston. You've given up the back for a second there, Heretics. You're not hard blocking that, and now an opening. Boston Breach can get to the spawns. That's right, boys. Surprise. They're behind you. Snoopy, they're leading the charge. Finding 2 on the point. Gets hit the next one as well. This is huge. Heretics got a lot of surviving to do right now, and Cammy behind enemy lines as well, keeping the spawns locked there for Boston. A big moment here on P2.
Oh, Boston gonna need this too, but look at the kill feed. Everybody falls, and Cammy running for the hills, running for his life, and he's got to deal with Lucky next. I don't know who has the rabbit's float, but Cammy maybe a little too quick with it. The gunfight's coming through though, and Lucky wins it. No shades of the Awakening gunfight we had earlier on there from rotation. Lucky clutches up. He gives his team P2. They have just now retaken the lead, and it has been back-to-back kills on P2. Heretics have locked it down. We might go again.
We might go again, but there's an opportunity here for a breach attack. They've infiltrated the lines. They're now below white. They've managed to get in a piano. There's now problems. Over to Purge. Gets upstairs, pistol in the hands of Snoopy, cleans out one on the backline. Awkward timing again as we are still dancing around this one. Snoopy! Oh, no way! Metals is down. Lead change in a big way for Boston.
Oh, this is Snippy, man. Dude, this is the player that when we make the trailers for a new game release, we gotta have his gameplay on screen. But while Snoopy's fighting for the camera time, Heretics fighting for the hill. A 4-man wipe. They're gonna get this time. 25 seconds left to go. And now you are winning those sort of anchor battles. Purge looking for the entry, but he is on a solo mission from hell. He gets dropped. And you're gonna have a decent little lead right now from Heretics going into this new time. As long as you don't team kill with the nade, that might be good to go.
Well, we are 2 for 2 on Kitchen Hill team kills from the Heretics. A wicked lead going into potentially the final hard point. Rencor has been the man of the moment right now for the Heretics, 35 and 21. He'll be the first man on the approach towards the point. Real now pinching through mid. Snoopy starting to eat fragmentation on the way in towards this hard point. Here comes Lucky. Here he goes, folks. 3 down in the feed, and that could be map 1.
It was cold and calculated. Awakening gets traded. That's all 4 off the map, and it's going to be staggered deaths as well. You run into the clutches of Lucky. He gives you 2. You expect some trades, and on the point, Real delivers and at least gets you a little bit of scrap time. 5 more seconds to go. It is going to be a trade battle for the game.
And the trades are continuing as Lucky now inside. It's a last man Snoopy. Can he get the contest? He does. Can he find the kills? He cannot. And that should be map. That should be it. Final contest moment. Wait, the kills are still rocking and rolling. Rencor down. Last man Metals can't get it done. We go to new.
All right, take a deep breath. Everybody calm. Where you're picking up, where you're going to be watching. Number 7, he's got the front. Number 4, number 2, trying to work out through outer. Lucky's found the route. Awakening's got the cut. The gunfight's coming through down low as well. But Lucky shreds them, and he gets the back spawns.
So the back spawns as well now, trying to get himself on the inside. There's 2 seconds for the win. Now the pinch is complete. The Heretics collapse upon Boston Breach, and a measly 2 seconds is all they needed for Rencor. That was a big game, and there was a lot of pressure towards the end there, boys. You didn't make it as easy as you could have. Rehydrate, fist bump. Thanks very much for that one. We'll take the map win. Let's go to the search.
I mean, that's tough, too. I mean, listen, playing with fire against Miami Heretics on Skyline, but Boston, maybe that is the correct way to phrase it. Maybe playing up to their competition, because ultimately, a well-played map, especially the scorching hot start that they went on. But even towards the end, those mixy moments when you have to be like desperate to hold on to a P4, there's only so many things covered. I think Awakening up top just felt the overwhelming pressure coming through from Heretics. And overall, very clean turnaround, but you got to tip it to Rencor. I mean, a Titan in the lobby, 5K damage, just about 16 assists, 38 kills. I mean, that's 50 plus there in the EKIA. Everyone in the lobby is going to take notice. Rencor was just that guy.
Oh, what a player he has been since joining the league. Replays, folks. In the comms. It's dead in Spanish, folks, if you weren't working it out. But there's the last few moments of the hard point again. Incredible run here from the Heretics to get involved, and superb P2s, man. Back to back to back P2s. Another team kill, though, Chance. We didn't call that out in the moment because of the madness, but Metals took care of Rencor there. So if the Heretics can tidy up those little moments, 3 for 3 in the kitchen, boys. I mean, that's something.
Yeah, funny that it happens 3 times. Maybe Metal's just getting like his revenge for being the first one to fall. But looking at the actual breakdown in this moment, Lucky from up top. Real's the one that's going to be taking the lower route, but once Metals like shows up and you get the double child going, yeah, Awakening just doesn't get the good timing on the slide. Then Cammy tries to pick that up, but he's dealing with a full HP Metals, and then Real, I mean, at that point, he's like has Lucky for the help in that final moment, but he just wins his one as well. So in the clutch moment for Heretics, everybody just won their ones.
I mean, dude, that is a very ambitious strategy, and it's not something you really want to have to win to, win that way. But if at least one of you wins the ones, and then you're able to, especially on a map like Skyline, you're able to hit those trades instantly. There's a lot more space to work with there. So kudos to the Heretics for just having the hot hand here. Blessed by the COD gods here on this Saturday. And Rencor, man, a big spree. Decent streaks, not necessarily any crazy kills out of it, but still fun to see. Great way to start their run here. We'll continue these highlights, man, because this map, dude, it was a banger from start to finish. That was the beginning of Snoop's nice run, and again, getting spawns on that same life. A fantastic hold again. Boston fought well. Miami Heretics just that bit better.
I mean, mean, this is how you play Skyline. You gotta win your ones, you uno your unos. Whatever needs to happen happens. But Snoopy's POV very clean. Ultimately, I think that the teamwork on Skyline just showing off. It's now an 8-3 record overall on this map for Miami Heretics, of like top 3 Skyline team in the game, maybe top 2. Certainly a formidable force, and you love to see everybody on the squad getting involved as well. And maybe not necessarily good news, just going to be interesting news. We're going to be going to a Skyline S&D as well, where Miami Heretics are 0-1 on this map. So at least they got the warm-up, I suppose, for the Hardpoint. Got used to some of those gunfights and the DNA battle we just had. Important, I'd say, for Heretics to come out on top.
Indeed, and of course, St. Patrick's Day a few days away, but that's a nice, you know, the green and the orange there, just dancing forward. Great back and forth game. Only 5 seconds separating our teams in the end, but it kind of feels like the writing's on the wall sometimes with these close hard points. Whoever managed to get the rotation, whoever's looking at that trade win. Insane stuff. Skyline S&D though, Chance, you're not wrong, mate. Here we go. Map number 2 and Protocol 4, map number 3. After that, the Hussey and the Hardpoint. That's where things get a little rocky for me. I'm excited to get to that little deeper section of the series, but will that be the case? We'll find out. Skyline S&D on its way. How are you leaning for this one, brother? Which way are you dressing?
Very tough to say. So I'm going to tell the story from Miami Heretics perspective. Like, they got top 3 at the major in Madrid. So I think everybody might have forgotten about it. But at the start of the year, they were world's worst in S&D. Like number 12 in the league beneath the Falcons. They could not handle the game mode at all. And they're 0-1 on Skyline. And it was literally a map that they played so terribly. They said, we're never doing this again. It has been maybe 4 months since they've even attempted to play this map. And now ultimately, their S&D gameplay has turned around compared to where they initially started, but now they're in a bit of a slump. You got to figure something out. Deep in the map pool, get Skyline back in the rotation, see if you can figure things out. So I don't know what to expect from the Heretics, but on the flip side for Boston, we know how they play S&D. They're very active. They will make calls. They will roam together on the map, and they're very quick and decisive with all of their, decisive decision making, as it were. But Boston's certainly a force in the game mode. They're going to be tested.
Yeah, this should be a real spicy Skyline. Not that we have we're not exactly like wanting for spicy Skylines. They're all pretty good. A couple of major finals, a minor final. Who knows what's going to be happening at Major 2, ladies and gentlemen. A few days away from Hit and Travel. We'll be seeing you all there. And an explosive start here from the Heretics upstairs. They are stacking the halls. Snoopy, you can see where he's been suppressing, quite literally. Bullet holes all over the entryway.
And then they also know, because glass broke, that someone dropped down low. So the question is, do you check the hedges corner?
Oh, man.
Gets played all the time in Hardpoint. And Real wants to take the fight to him. Never mind. He got baited into oblivion. He had a comm, and, well, he full sent into death. And now the underground route coming through from Boston, and Heretics don't have enough players to watch every lane.
Yeah, and they've absolutely got no idea it's coming either. Cammy, the dagger into the back of Lucky gives a massive advantage now to the Heretics and Purge. Perfect coverage again. Boston playing this very well together. He managed to avoid showing his position from Shadow there as well. So good stuff. Awakening now finish on P1. Pressure was there, but the teamwork from Boston. Every gunfight covered. Brothers in arms. Roll map 1.
And to address the decisive decision-making from the round 1, again, you just get the first blood, and it was no hesitation. Double hit underground, go for the full flank. Like, you have the advantage. They can only watch so many lanes. Like, let's just do something proactive on the map. So the moment Real died, I mean, that pretty much settled everything in. But I don't know if Real had an instinct or got some type of comm, but he fell into the hands of Cammy, who has been on point in S&D.
It looked like he didn't have any help there either, so no matter how that fight went, win or lose, no one was in position for a trade there, so a tough one. Hi, my name's Purge, and I'm in the gym, and wait, Real's here with me. Damn, Real! First blood instant, but Snoopy there for the trade, and now he's on the dance. Good luck catching him, but they're going to send players in for it. Rencor, just about takes care of business now, and you've got a couple of players that still keeping pressure on this P1 area, but the bomb has successfully made its way over towards A. We're going to get that plant down, and Cammy on the wrap now trying to get involved. Can he get there in time? Slips right on through. Big damage dealt now from Boston.
Oh, Cammy's counted too. Oh, and he's got the help. You got him trapped, and he should be here for the trades. Awakening got the one-shot call, but maybe a little passive, and I think Awakening just lost track of him, so this is going to be a tried-and-true 1v1, and time is not on his side. Awakening did not figure this one out quick enough.
Oh, and he's been spotted. Metals, this is all yours.
Where's he going?
Joe's, he's chasing ghosts across Skyline. 15 seconds. Metals doesn't really know what to expect either. He might get caught out now. 10 to go. Check it at 8. There's the bullet, and that is that. That's the round. Metals plays it cool and plays it smart, and Awakening got a little lost there for sure.
I was just very surprised, like when Cammy had the guy in gym, like sort of isolated. Awakening probably was one shot from the gunfight he won. I think the other player was by P1 or like Hot Tub. But then when we cut the Awakening's POV, he was just so far away from Cammy and just let Metals escape. And then after that, I don't know if someone calmed to him that maybe he like got out through the bedroom side of the map or what was going on. But I just know I used to think Awakening could see everything. Like I used to think he could see through walls, and those times, you know, the past is the past.
I mean, shout out Crim6 for Awakening Vision. What a treat that was in 2020. But yeah, that would not necessarily in that round at all. Top mid presence not shown whatsoever now by the Miami Heretics. Snoopy's throwing some mean old shoulders. Cammy backing him up here on this right side. And again, shoulder to shoulder, our brothers in arms once again playing this very sensibly. And a late RCXD. Let's see how this goes. Oh, for God's sake, Cammy. How did that happen? A stray nade must have taken care of it, and it killed Snoop in the process. That's unfortunate. But Heretics, you've been gifted a big one here. Can Metals find a kill on the pool? No, he cannot. Cammy makes up for it in a big way. Awakening now. Pushes Rencor right back. Lucky in position to help out now, but there are simply too many members of Boston over here now. Not enough hit points for the Miami Heretics boys. Here we go. Round 2.
Like he's got the intel. Oh, does it? Well, yeah, gets the trades as well. Purge at least gives you one before he falls, and Cammy able to get the bomb plant down. So it started off with an RC team kill. Now there's clutch potential.
Yep. Well, you gotta win this fight. I'll get it done. Awakening now in the clutch. Can he land it this time round? Oh, God. Big win, Lucky. Real there for the perfect trade. Heretics take the lead. What a round. What the hell?
Yeah, okay, we'll back it. We'll talk about the RC car, I suppose. This is the third RC team kill we have seen in 2 days. I think the RC cars, more often than not, do more harm than good for the team that's using them. Occasionally, they can be successful. Like, by feeling you understand the value, free information, you get a 3-piece off, you slow the other team down, maybe force out some tax and nades, but, like, teams screw them up all the time.
So
Snoopy, he just wanted to chase the toy, man.
Oh, he was so close to it. Oh, it wasn't even that close. This is unbelievably unlucky.
It's a powerful car.
Damn right, son. Well, that's how it went down. Lesson learned. Stay out of the line of sight of the RCXD car. Let it lead the way, find the kill, get the damage, and then go for it. Hey, what do you know? Crazy stuff. Heretics take the lead by 1 now. And again, they've got a lot of presence over towards the A-bomb site. B, still, again, I say presence. You're all over the map here on Skyline. You're able to get a lot done. But with the A-bomb plant, we're forcing the play. Boston, good time to shine.
And another pick from Cammy. He is having himself a pretty good map right now at 6-2. Still though on the retake. Easier said than done to actually make it happen. But Cammy not locking it down. That's the Jackal at its best. We got a 2v2.
Yeah, the defuse was so close there. Persian managed to finish that one while all this fights were going down. Metals now. That's a snap onto Awakening. 1v1. 2 aggressive submachine gun players and not a whole lot of time. Snoop's got to find this kill ASAP, and he gets it. Boston with a little bit of magic. Keep the rounds going. They all tie it up.
So close, yet so far there from Metal. 6 HP is what Snoopy was reduced to, but that is a classic. I mean, listen, do you win your ones or do you win your unos? That time we won our ones. Actually, no.
No, unos.
Snoopy, yeah, unos, no matter what. Shout out Snoopy. Maybe that's a storyline. I know we touched on it a decent bit last year, but I think Snoopy learned English within the past like 2 years, more or less. Like MW2, I believe it was his first like introduction, playing with a bunch of Americans for the first time. Kind of vibe, getting used to it. So Snoopy, one of the more impressive players in the league. Winning the gunfights like that, not easy. Learning a second language. I mean, Miles, I say this as an American. We don't do that over here.
It's tough. It's difficult regardless. Yeah, else is hard. Surviving the gunfights at the A-bomb site, and not a single heretic has survived. Lucky. I mean, go for it. This is being read. And that was a sensational round from Boston Breach. I was trying to get a joke out about Spanish in there, and I thought, you know what, folks? We just don't have the time. This round is done.
Yeah, they got purged. The Heretics no more. Well, they got Awakening. Awakening got the 2 kills there, and Cammy continues to have a strong map and continues to be good at S&D, but ultimately that is the tried and true classic A-site bang out. Let's square up and just see who's got it, and Boston had it in spades. So fun Skyline S&D thus far, and I like that from Awakening. I think that's the way to go. Just get active and start challenging at the start of rounds. His chemistry with Cammy in the later half has not quite been there.
No. Here we go, back over towards A, and we are roaring Snoops. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get another first blood. Don't worry, boys. Hold my cerveza. Here we go. That's such a great start. You force the Heretics back.
Revenge, though. Dish that served cold or cooked up by a frag grenade. And Real Call of Duty timing at its finest. Didn't quite get eyes on those two, but in the meantime, Lucky, I mean, he's taking the space over towards the A site. Gonna get some information, and you're not planning in this moment. You're looking for the kills.
Oh, you go for it. And Lucky again with the hit point advantage, trying to press forward now, but there's so many red dots everywhere. Absolute chaos, and Lucky caught out of position. Purge, a little too hot for his own good, gets burnt by Real, and now another rotation from Boston across the map.
And I love how it's Real posted up in the back with an AR and Lucky trying to slide in and get those trades. So we switched up roles for a moment. Didn't pan out long term, and that's clean shots coming in from Cammy. A 1v2 now for Real. And he's going to get the bomb down. If you clutch this, you tie things up. If you go down 4-2, it is not fun.
He's backed up, and he's so hurt. No, this is nearly impossible. Wait. The Jackal right gun for the job. Awakening! Oh my word! He's got 48 hit points remaining, and he was in the right place for the chow, but Real made a case for it. Boston, 4-2.
Okay, credit to Awakening. Again, that's him and Cammy's third attempt at clutching a like 2v2 or 2v1 type of situation. First one they're able to get, and not only does Awakening win the gunfight, he hit some of the quickest fist bumps I've ever seen out.
Bang. We'll see how it all goes down in the end, but some of the finest fist bumps we have ever seen in esports alone. But COD, we got some of the finest flying fists you'll ever find online. Heretics, time to dig deep.
Muerto. 4-2 is very close to the dagger round. If Boston goes up 5-2, their odds of winning go up dramatically. You want the bounce back, but guys like Awakening might not give him an option. Bomb going to be up top by the looks of it. Maybe a little bit similar to what we saw in round number 1, coming in from Boston, taking their time, and looks like the A lane's going to be the approach. Rancor is in depth, but if they want this bomb down, they're going to get it.
Spot out. Awakening's got the advantage here. For a second, he gets tagged up though, and that goes out the window. So now Metals in gym. Heavy lifting. Trades are done. Real on the pinch once again. Over to Cammy, wins an unbelievable gunfight, and now Metals surely gets it. Yeah, Renkor's there for it. Awakening now makes it a 1v1. Demon Joseph taking on Rancor. And here it comes. Oh, big tags. Stun will connect. Will the frag? It does not. Oh, my Rancor. As cool as you like. It is 4-3.
New kid on the block. How about that for the rookie of the year? Can't give it to him yet, but like, let's be honest, we know what's going to happen, but that is absurd as well. The stun messed up his grenade. He wanted to land that in gym, but even without the help, able to win it. I didn't quite catch it, but I don't know. I'm not sure if he was able to like fully heal up after the fact, because Awakening got the early tags in. Stun grenaded as well is going to stop that process. So even without full HP, just there to shred him. And again, talk about, 4-2. That is one of the most important rounds you were going to see for the Heretics. Needed that to keep things close.
Yeah.
You got the fight.
I would say, I mean, the dust kick up from the frag might have really helped Rancor there on the client side. Smoke. But we'll see. That's a tough one. Well, now with the bombing planted at A, once again, Heretics forcing the hot hand. Watch out, mate. There's at least 2 here. Yeah, stun 2 players. Snoopy's not going to hit that. Oh, wait, is he? Wow, he's a maniac. I love it. Snoop, get in there, son. Damage now dealt. Purge managing to find that first blood. Oh, no, he doesn't. It's 2 members down now. Heretics, you're looking to tie it up here.
Oh, yeah. First time these guys have played Skyline in such a long time. Obviously, you put the work in, and Cammy, we'll be seeing you later. Not trying to feed any streaks. Knows he is not going to clutch a 1v4 with bomb already planted. Just wants to speed us up into the next round, and I respect you for it. Just holding down top catwalk. Really all that is. The hall gets locked down. Purge and Snoopy really tried to force that play through, but unable to get it done. does this every year, just like Cammy gets first bloods every map. At very least, gets traded out. 3v3 with bomb planted as well. Very fast flank rolling through and Awakening with the vision on top of it, at least for number 1, but behind door number 2. Renkor's there for the trade, but instant pickup. So Awakening, snappy in this moment. Maybe I get on his back a little bit too early. Man's been popping off since then. And Lucky trying to test the namesake for the 1v2, but Purge playing around it perfectly, throwing shoulders, just getting the comms to roll through. And the SMG duo, I mean, looking, they're going to be throwing shoulders like absolute crazy. Lucky, there is nothing he can do here.
Nothing. See ya! I'm back. Sorry, mate. Full PC crash. That was sensational. But I'm alive.
Every year, man.
It happens every year. You know, when I had the baby and I was on leave, I was almost going to do it in a way that meant that you had to solo cast. But sadly, we had ample help. Hey, man, I was trying to give the people what they wanted. That's all I was trying to do.
That's a sentence you can't say too close to the life, but all good.
Well, a very, very exciting. And again, we promised you a good Skyline S&D and didn't disappoint, ladies and germs. Did not disappoint in the slightest. Boston, can you close it out here? Purge with a low route.
I feel like there's an RC car. I'm so scared of this zipping rolling through. I don't want anybody, at least no team kills to roll through. Yeah, finally taken care of. I just get stressed out when they're on the map, but now that that's out of the picture, that is 20 seconds burned off the clock, and neither team is really taking too much space. Real's been camping underground by the looks of it, so, I mean, that route's going to be cleared out. And if you're underground, that means you got options to go over towards that B site, so that's exactly where the bomb is going, but they will be meeting Boston here.
Awakening spotted. How? Oh, nice win, though. Lucky managed to walk away without any damage. Oh my goodness, Cammy, what a win that is indeed. Real from down low. He was in a sort of standoff against Purge down there for a few rounds. And this time Purge gives it up. Over towards kitchen we go. Renkor, can you cook up something magnificent? Lucky.
Oh! Oh, look at Renkor. He's so happy. He's giggling for the 2-piece that he just got. Here's the look at it. From this perspective, he gets the initial tags in Cammy, then people are looking his direction. Lucky's able to win his Uno, and then picking up the final 2 after that, swinging over to look over top, and that's the right call as well, because if Cammy's calling out, hey, this man behind bomb is one shot, Purge almost certainly going to be running towards him. So clean work there, and we've been telling this story from the Heretics perspective, but make no mistake for Boston, this is the battle right now for the 8th seed, for winner's bracket going into the major. Boston wants this round 11 just to tie this series up, and again, it is Snoopy that falls by the cooked up frag grenade. Advantage right now from the Heretics, and looking to fully capitalize. They got Real back down in position as well in a 4v3. And all that dust kicking up just above him. He can comm to his teammates exactly where these players are. And if you think they're over towards B, work this A site. Great intel. He got eyes on Cammy. Metals, though, gets caught in a 3v4 clutch. Potentially rolling through. Boston with the ice. Boston with the ice. They get it done in a round 11. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a series with or without Miles. He is not needed because we got the gameplay. Sadness on the faces, unfortunately so, for guys like Renkor. It's nicer when they're happy, but that just means we're going to have ourselves a battle. S&D, nice little square up. The second look for Heretics on the skyline, and as expected, sort of playing to the competition. 2 very close maps we have seen thus far, and I just know when we go into that control, it's going to be a battle of the ages. 2 teams that have not had success in either game mode, but tip to Cammy, 1,800 damage and 4 first bloods as well. I mean, he was putting on some clinical S&D performances against Atlanta FaZe and Search and Destroy, and he seemingly has not skipped a single beat. 4-0 in that category is pretty much as good as it gets. So Cammy for MVP in my mind, and got to tip it to Cammy, or excuse me, Awakening as well. Started to clutch a ton of things up, but tied up 1-1 in the series. You are here. You're just letting me go. That's awesome. Just cut it? Okay, well, I think that means the desk might be ready. At least Puckett talks to me. How you doing, Puckett?
I'm doing awesome, Chance. We muted Miles midway through that one. Could not get enough of you. Great work, though. Seriously, the solo cast, not an easy job. The man just crushed it, Nameless.
He has one of those every year, I feel like. Since way back in the day. He always has solo cast, and he kills it every time.
Well, we had some good footage to talk over. Let's take a look at map 2. Allie, through 2 games, we have a 5-point difference in Hardpoint and a 1-round difference in Surge, a round 11. Let's talk through Boston Breach's dub. This gives some life into a team we were currently feeling was out of it.
Yeah, no, I think, like we said in the pre-show, both these teams mirror each other really well, and especially in this map number 2, there's so many opportunities of, like, Boston doing something well, aka Cammy getting 4 first bloods, but then there were moments where they were throwing it away as well. That's why we got down to a lot of 1v2s, a lot of 1v1s, and it was almost always Giga put into that situation. He was able to win enough to push for that round 11, but I do have to tip the hat to Boston Breach focusing those first bloods, because on the side of Miami Heretics, they love to get that opening duel because they love to play trades. They love to play with each other for that opening pick to get those numbers on their side. So Boston Breach, big ups on focusing those early picks.
And final round, you see first blood. It's Metals with a Hail Mary. He takes down Snoopy. How does Boston go on to win a 3v4?
Yeah, I mean, it was just awesome. You even out the odds. They took their time, dropped down from hallway, and just got a pick instantly, right? And right when they turned to go kill Purge, there's another player on Boston right there for the trade instantaneously. So for Miami, they're just not able to get into good positions, right? Probably taking challenges they really didn't need to. But that's the story of that map. There were so many man-down rounds that the team with the man down won. Boston in the end just end up clutching.
2 Skylines, they split it 50-50. Let's go back to the first hard point, though, to see how it was Miami walking away with the 5-point difference. Rancor has been lights out once again as a rookie, Allie.
This guy has been unreal. I mean, you can see from the early starts of this hardpoint, Boston Breach, like, Giga was literally 10-2 at one point. He ends up slowing down exponentially. He goes down to 14 and 14 at one point. And Miami, I mean, they just capitalized off of that. The rest of the players got warm. Rancor started popping 2s and 3s. And the rotations, obviously, and the control of the P1s and P2s from the side of Miami Heretics easily solidified them, put them right back into the game. And Miami has enough reps on this map. They are disgusting at breaking P4. We saw that near the end. The reason they were able to slip into that win.
Snoopy's a shooter, bro.
Yeah, he's a shooter. I mean, I was going to say, this map had a lot of real big highlight moments, like huge individual plays. It makes for good games, but man, I was stressing looking at the mini map. So many breaks, so easily had on the side of Miami, breaking into P3. Boston just not knowing, like, do we want to push out? Do we want to stay? And then they have a perfect rotation over towards P4, and a massive kill opens it up on Big Wake up top to where they end up getting
it. Was a highlight reel within the game. Question, is that because both teams were just letting people by, or was it really just not being able to hold the hill?
There were a lot of breaks, not being able to hold the hill. I mean, we saw it. The final 2 hills of that map were absolute chaos. Teams trying to get into their setups, trying to push out, trying to apply that pressure, just not on the same level as some of these top teams.
Allie, as Vancouver Surge learned yesterday, RC cars are not always your best friend. Explosions, friendly fire occurring once again. Let's start here with Boston Breach.
My God, I am never letting any of you come near my car. The league cannot drive to save their lives. It has been unreal.
Who backs up after opening the door? Seriously.
I don't even.
Is it even like a benefit to call in an RC at this point, guys?
Yeah. I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, you just got to tell your teammates, please don't follow it. It's just like, don't go with it, bro. Don't trust my driver because I'm having a little too much fun in the game. We have a game 3 coming up right now. It's Protocol Control. Do you want to switch your vote, Nameless? Enjoy the winning team because we have a Hacienda game 4 in the books as well.
I'm going to stay with Boston. I mean, these are 2 of the worst control teams that we have in the league, desperately needing to improve in that game mode. I will say, on the side of Miami, they've tried Protocol a couple times, couple round 5s. So we'll see if their work has come to fruition.
It's time for game 3. It's all knotted up. We're guaranteed a long one. Miles, welcome back to the stream. Bearded one with the beautiful Abizi cut. Take it away.
2019 Abizi, thank you very much, Chris. There are pictures out there available. Look, Protocol chance. Tied up coming into this one is interesting. I thought we had a little bit more love. I didn't see what happened in round 11. Can't lie. PC was on fire, but Boston chance. Let's talk about their control.
It's not good. I mean, not bottom of the league, like in terms of literally dead last, but definitely the struggles have been rolling through, and it's been a theme that has been consistent amongst both stages. So they can contend, they can get a little bit production here and there, but ultimately their weakest point for sure. It's interesting though, because against Heretics, the name of the game is as long as you ban vault control, which for some reason not all teams have figured out, but if you ban vault control against them, you're good to go because the record on this map is terrible. but it's both these teams. So it is the battle of the bottoms right now, as it were. And don't make a joke about that, Miles. I know you want to.
No, I didn't. I wasn't going to say anything. Not at all. Wasn't going to say anything at all. Let's see who comes out on top.
Of the bunk beds.
Of the bunk beds.
Who gets the top bunk? Who gets the bottom bunk?
There you
Find out now.
go. See? It's a family show. Neither of our teams
Who gets put on the hit list?
Neither of our teams particularly adept in the round 5s either. Both of them with 0-2 on the map alone. But hey, man, someone's got to walk away with the dub here. And Boston, their control might not be on fire, but their skins really are. I'm not kidding. I love that. Real starting things off nicely. Snoop down low with the instant trade. And it is trades on trades on trades before finally Breach start to the attack over towards B.
That's more people down low than I would be prepared for. Everybody willing to square it up down the escalator. Elevator. Winning the gunfights on the time. Who cares what it's called if you're winning the game? A B hit already. A tick of progress through, and the minimap is looking gorgeous for the Breach.
Yeah, right now you're looking what you can for the Heretic, trying to fight out of spawn, trying to get an angle there on a Snoopy, but he's a problem. Purge is a problem. Another 2 down now. Lucky took the route down low. Real gets picked apart upstairs, and 1v1. They just get dropped. Heretics, you have fallen apart over on the B zone defense. Starting to turtle up on A.
I mean, I'd go in game chat and hit the easy button because that was, I mean, just ridiculous. They walk straight through them. You want to be toxic if you can, and somehow Lucky's 0-2, and you lost the B zone. So interesting pace being played as well, because now they're on A attacking that as well. Another tick rolled through. You got 2 trophies and 2 bodies on the point. I mean, this is flying.
Where are we going? Heretics, you're on defense. You know that. A little bit of pressure now on. Second segment, long gone, folks. Awakening still capping it. Whoa, Metals finally gets involved. And there we go. Better late than never, chaps. You are down in the lives. You are down in the zones as well. Good luck with that final segment on 8.
In minute and 50 is so much time to work with. You just have to slay, and they already got the first 2 kills. Read the zip line, easy peasy. Snoopy wins his who knows, and the A zone is just going to fall off the back of this. You don't even have to stack it. You can play for the cutoffs. Everyone's going to be forced to flow through, and this is one of the cleanest and easiest protocol rounds we have seen maybe all year. It's not like it was completely dominant, but like that was not... Like, it was slight work, Miles. That's what I'm saying.
1 minute and 48 seconds confirmed there by our lovely production team. A very fast one indeed. And we're seeing Metals
gets the best play. Awesome. Yeah,
the best play. Sure, dude. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Yeah. We had some nice angles there by Boston Breach. Decisive victories. Actually, no, they didn't win the trade battle down low. They lost out on that. So 2 of the members who dropped, the remaining 2 were already upstairs getting the B zone job done over there. So, I mean... Can't fault it. Boston, well played. Okay, team. Okay.
A lot of stuff on the bottom bunk you got to clear out. The top is looking a lot more comfy.
I thought it was the Stars and Stripes. I was like, oh, right, there's tons of those. I'm faded. Don't worry about it. I'm lagging out IRL. Awakening, though, absolutely not. Tags are in. 3 dead, though. Heretics on attack. Maybe it's just an attacking round, take a chance. Protocol, you've changed, man. You changed.
Yeah, shout out. Honestly, I mean, I do love the zone switch as well, so definitely makes it better. I actually haven't checked the numbers. I think it's going to be a lot closer to 50-50 of ability to win on offense or defense. But either way, a lot more standard stuff happening right now in this one. Heretics a bit slower to make it happen on the A zone, but they've done so while absolutely slaying. Rancor, I mean, he started off 3-5 in round number 1. Scoreboard's broken, so the 5 spree he went on, well, means he's 8-5. So quick little turnaround. Metals might get caught, but now you are just vying for position. But if you got Real sitting at 2-8 and you've captured a zone, I think I like my chances for Heretics.
Damn, son. 4 dead. Get on the zone. Stack it. A couple of stuns, couple of nades going that way. Yeah, the frag to play with as well. I mean, that's a cook. No one's going to be there. Top mid now. 2 through the back, 2 through the top. And by the time you get the job done, I'm not even sure it's going to matter. Renkor's not going to be involved in the capture, but the second segment gone. Lucky's got to win 1 more. Damage in. Purge, can you save it? You can, baby, and that's why you stack the point. All those bodies. That way, Renkor slides right over the top. Purge is gone. This could be it now. Second go at it. Cammy from upstairs, keeping the pressure on. And the Heretics, oh dear. Lucky with a big 2. Are we getting back on the zone? We should be.
I mean, it's going to be it. Yeah, Purge last man standing, and that's going to be a triple stack rolling through. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe it's not 50-50. Maybe offense just has a massive advantage at this point because they are just walking all over each other. And Heretics, again, very quick on the jump as well. Rancor over by the A zone absolutely pops off. He goes on a 5 spree, but Heretics over here collecting best plays. And it is just endless double kills on the A zone. Why not?
That seems to be the name of the game. And yeah, I think, Chance, you're possibly entirely correct that it might be a bit more 50-50 on attack and defense, but that stat is changing rapidly. Muy rapido. Might not have been Spanish, that could be in trouble now. But the as was the Breach, lads. Once again, Breach now on attack. Let's see how things go.
Well, Lucky's on point. He hadn't slowed down or missed a single step, so opens things up with a nice little 2-piece, and you just get the ball rolling. Purge at least making sure the spawn trap doesn't get set up, so he does a nice job picking a corner, trying to keep up some map space as well. And wins the gunfight. So yeah, Purge right now trying to do everything for his team, who have squeaked out over towards the B zone, but Cammy is very much by himself, does not have any support, emotional or otherwise, and well, when he falls, his teammates gonna have to pick him up in or out of game.
Yeah, strong network always helps, folks. Everyone's gonna get each other's trades. Awakening's gonna chill here for a Mo. He's still got pressure. Great coverage. Oh, but upstairs, Lucky's gonna keep that play going now. And this just makes things even more difficult. Cammy can't get involved whatsoever. Lucky dancing 9 spree, nearly full streaked out.
That's crazy spree. So yeah, back to back. He just must have not died in the previous round. So look at the turnaround he's been able to have. And now just keeping things under control. So what was initially a dominant offensive round, now Boston struggling just to get past the front line. And it's not just Lucky. Metals is behind on the pinch as well. So yeah, Lucky might fall. The spree might be over, but Metals still keeping things active. By the time you get out of your spawn, you have 7 seconds left on the game clock and 0 ticks of progress.
Streak it. Absolutely streak that. Absolutely streak that. 3 dudes upstairs. Real might be able to get involved now. Oh man, he gets a little bit more than involved. Gets at least 1 out of it. Second segment on the way out. Can you win the gunfights? No, you're going to get Rancor on the pinch. Cammy doesn't react. Purge still capturing it. So now, oh my word, folks, an additional minute of play. Over towards the B zone we fly.
That is awkward indeed. And I'm with you.
Yep.
I think streaking is absolutely the way to go. Whether or not the 9 spree, maybe he didn't get it on a 9 spree, but that would be even more unbelievable. But now that the trade's rolling through, Heretics at the very least have a 3 life advantage, and either Q or John absolutely has my back. I don't know what was happening there. So yeah, shout out to the observers putting in overtime on this map for the minute, but 3 life lead. A decent bit of time for Boston to work with. Maybe 2 good pushes they have.
Little peek behind the curtain there for you at home, folks. Awakening. Oh, there's a sneaky little moment there. Real dips out.
Wow.
Gets into the waters of protocol for a second, but shenanigans come to a close. Purge now making his way forward as well. Breach, you've been gifted a lifeline here, lads. Will you squander it? Lucky now calls in the streaks. Better late than never. They vacate the point for a second. Now the battle on the inside of tower. Oh, who's going to walk in with the win as a 1v1? And Purge wins it. So that means the point is still being captured. Oh dear, the dice have fallen, and they have not fallen in favor of the Heretics.
Yeah, Purge just goes in the massive building next to the zone that protects you from the cruise missile. 2 ticks progress rolling through. Final couple gunfights gonna be coming in. 3 players jumping from over top, and they don't even get there in time. Dios mío. GG. Let's go to map 4.
Map 4.
We're not there yet, but might as well. Good.
Hacienda. I'm loaded up. Just load it up. Wow. What a round. I would have definitely streaked A. I mean, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
By the way, real quick, double kill on the A zone. Best play.
Like in Hardpoint, I feel like it gets it, but Control is 11th place. We're still figuring that one out. Treyarch, if you're watching, we love you. We're just not sure what the best plays mean on Control, do we?
Well, they're just getting the bonus points because he's on the zone, is all it is. I get it. It's just funny the way it worked out.
It is.
Coincidence,
Well,
if you will.
A map point situation right now for Boston. Breach now. A segment battle again. They're looking fantastic. We have to go towards that final round. Bad news, though, folks. It'll be defense, and that's not exactly been where the success has been for any of our teams.
I just can't get over it. Now I'm like rethinking of the records. We were showing off how Boston isn't particularly great at control, like towards the bottom of the league, but Heretics on anything other than Vault, they're right here. And maybe it's because they don't call them cruise missiles when there's 7 seconds left on the A zone with 0 ticks of progress, and you kill everybody and just win. It's a guaranteed win.
It's possible. Very possible. Real still dancing all over the place, pulling aggression. He's once again managing to find fights against Awakening, whether he wants them or not, at every part of the map. Purge with a cross up, Snoop with a knife. Awakening with the final kill there, and good night. Over towards your spawn you now go. Heretics and Metals will do their very best he can to escape this trap.
And wow, Snoopy just got crazy timing as well. Snoopy, how many players can he shoot back in this moment? Maybe a little bit too slow, but Metals, I mean, he got the trade, but also never left his spawn to make it happen. So you might get the kill, but you are still stuck in your base in square one with players just in cheeky corners and able to get active. I mean, Purge is going to shoot how many players in the back? I don't know. Maybe none. That was unlucky.
Yeah, indeed, unlucky. It was not. It was Rencor who actually picked that one up. Snoopy now finds it. And Cammy, you're never checking this. See? Never. Not in a million years. Purge is there for the trade for a second. Second segment gone at A. And Heretics, they are swinging for the fences here. They're trying to get it done, and that's going to be it. The 3 players up top, 2 on the technical capture. You're going to lose 1 man on the approach towards B, but you've done enough to add a minute to the clock.
Purge is having no luck on this section of the map at all. He is not looking the right direction, and Lucky very much is 4 down in the feed. They got the close spawn though, and the fight's maybe quicker than Lucky is prepared for. Still though, trades rolling through. You get a little bit extra, and now 2 bodies on the point.
Yeah, stacking it up. Nice shots, Metals. Snoopy's down. Single man on the attack for now, and he's been dealt with. Cammy's gone now through spawn, and again a lot of players keeping that presence on top mid, so no one's gonna be able to get close enough to the zone. Rencor now spots out Purge. What a win that is indeed. Towards the backline we go now, lads. That's where your attention needs to be, and the second segment slowly on the way out. You bought enough time. Here come the stunts, here come the nades. The second segment in the bank. Damage into Cammy. That should be done. Over to top mid though, and it's gonna be Purge who's gonna save this. Can he save it with a 2-piece? He's gotta get moving, and he does.
Oh, Lucky ran from the fight. He didn't know what he wanted to do, and he figured it out too late. Wanted to stay alive to sort of keep the pressure, but now you're gonna have to slow things down. You got 2 rounds of S&D effectively being played, an 8v6. Heretics down on lives. They gotta be coordinated. It means every death is a massive impact, and Real's dying to knives.
Second time Snoop's got a kill with a knife in this game, and not by a zip. Life count dwindling aggressively for the Miami Heretics. 3 of them remain. Cammy. Oh, caught by Rencor. 3v6, 30 seconds.
Just trying to group up, but I mean, this is too many corners to check in too little time. Yeah, Purge wins the easy one.
Oh.
Might get traded out, but 2 lives of 20 seconds. This would be a Herculean effort if you could pull it off.
Truly the stuff of magic. And now the final collapse as the Heretics desperately try. But try they might. Boston breach. Pulled out the goods. They're on protocol control. 3-1 the final score, and they take the lead in the series.
Speedy fist bumps as well. Maybe we're not going to show the best play because it wasn't going to be a double kill on the A zone. It was going to be Lucky towards the middle of the map, picking up the 2 bottom trips and getting the 3rd one on Purge by the mid gun. So on point there from Boston. You get the control win as well. You're happy for it. Advantage in the series. And again, this is the square up battle for like the 8th seed for winner's bracket. Not a guarantee, I think, because LAG might be able to like do something crazy if they go back to back, but more than likely one of the most important online matches these 2 teams will have all year. And Boston with the edge. And frankly, even if we go to a game 5, I think Boston Breach will be happy for it in a sweet spot right now. Final time we see him before going into the major.
Indeedy, folks, indeedy. Shower Awakening, 25 and 16. Nice stuff from him there. 16 non-trade and 3k north of that damage. Good stuff. Very, very solid work there on Protocol, just north of 10 minutes as well. So GG's. Aggressive rounds with a good chance. The attacking rounds, defense worked out for Boston as well. I mean, yeah, we can go all day and night about that. You should have called in the streak there. Yes, we saw. I think it will definitely come back to haunt the Heretics. Like, oh no, you could have definitely blown the A zone wide open. Not a lot of cover at the very least. You get them off the point. That trophy can only eat so many of those sort of secondary sidewinder missiles before the main body hits. But that's that, folks. Looking across the highlights, a lot of love for the Boston boys, but Heretics had some nice individual plays as well.
Well, Lucky certainly did. I mean, a 10 spree is certainly nothing to shy away from. So he had 2 different rounds where he was really the pop-off man, but sort of the only player I feel like they got a ton of love there on Heretics. Meanwhile, for Boston, I mean, you know, Snoopy had a handful of knife kills. He's trying to be the, you know, leader of that race by the end of the year. Don't know who's going to get the most, but I think ultimately just a good team effort from Boston. Not great at setting up the spawn trap, but outside of that, they played the map well.
I think so. Fair way of putting it. Great teamwork there from the Heretics at times when they're on top point. Oh, I take it all back. He was near a zip with a knife. Snoopy in the bunk beds with the shank. As Boston Breach happy with that one. Clutching up in the search and destroy, clutching up big time in one of those rounds of control, but again pushing the lead forward. Bad news for them though, we go back to another hard point, and Hacienda has been pretty kind to the Heretics ever since the Madrid major. Vault if we have to go there for that final round, and we'll see how things go there. But Chance, Hacienda, how are we feeling about this?
I love the map. Honestly, I think it's my favorite hardpoint map we currently have in the rotation, because I feel like it's that like, yeah, it's like the most classic style in my mind of like rotation super important. If you get a P2 like hold and you get this setup, like it's very simplistic. You should be able to hold it down, but it can separate the great teams from the poor ones, because you make a small mistake, you get blown out in the water, and now you're spawning out on the wrong side of the map, and it can get hairy. But it's like if you're a good team and you can execute and understand the different moments, understand the times where you need to die, you can play the map extremely efficiently. And then there's guys that, you know, they treat it like the normal Black Ops 6 experience, just like Scrap trying to bang it out at the start of the year. He gets 6 kills on it. You have to adapt on this one.
Adapt? He did. He really did, folks. But a little bit of a rewind. This is the Major 1 qualifiers, week 2, day 1.
God, I miss Rewind.
Yeah, a long time ago, man. Rewind S&D back then. So, of course, Boston walking away with a dub there. It was the Vault and the red card where the Heretics found their success, but not without a fair, you know, pound of flesh. Obviously, Boston taking them to task there as well. And this was very, very early days. 6-2 in both of those S&Ds. Incredibly dominant against the Heretics. Before they found their footing, of course, that was in Madrid. And ever since then, the step has been steady. Will Liberty be able to speed their step on the way to that Game 5 once again? Hacienda, a welcome addition to the map pool, especially for the Heretics.
Very much so, but right now they're on the bottom bunk, so it might be a little bit problematic to try to climb your way up top. Not a ton of space in those barracks that we had on Protocol, but you can spread your wings a little bit more on Hacienda and fly around. But I just know on the flip side for Boston, because of the way the map plays out for Hasi, I expect them to be a force on it, but this is why it matters. The battle for the 8th seed, don't get me wrong, more series left to be played. Who knows what happens with Minnesota? Who knows what happens with LAG? So we have to let the dust settle, but it is literally the 8th and 9th teams getting after it. You get the tiebreakers, you get the advantage. Like whoever loses is going to be daggered.
Yeah, really, really tough spot. Left side of the column there, very concrete in its appearance already. Boston looking to climb there as high as they possibly can. Vibes at an all-time high. And Charles, we've joked about this in the past. We touched upon it earlier, but Snoopy has transformed his gameplay, I think, in a tremendous way. The potential has always been there, mechanically so brilliant, but again, I think communication was certainly letting him down. There are a few CDL TV clips where I am almost convinced, you know, alongside Beans, and I think Pentagram's in one of those clips, I'm convinced that Snoopy didn't really know what was being said in those moments of gameplay, and I'll say that on the internet now. Go back and watch it. I'm not sure he understood a single word that Bean said in the chaos of like a, you know, a cafe battle on Karachi. Like just insane. I don't believe it for a second, folks. And if I asked him, he'd probably be like, yeah, but you know, I'm gross, so I was still shooting. It worked out, and it sure did, ladies and gentlemen. It sure did, because look at him now, 4-2 on Hacienda.
I'm not trying to draw any parallels between Snoopy's early gameplay and the Vegas Falcons. I won't do it. I didn't say it. I didn't bring it up. Hacienda, a beautiful, a gorgeous map. Love that we got it back. Hate the dark hallway, but outside of that, it's been a great time. And Lucky doing it right as well. He's had himself a pretty good series outside of not calling it a cruise mission.
Nice nade. Purge dodges it beautifully over to Rancor. Takes care of Purge. Back and forth we go here, folks, on Hacienda. Cammy takes a straight 9 mil down the hallway. Rancor and Lucky, I mean, they run this part of town, man. Don't even hit it. They run this part.
Oh,
not that part, though.
Lucky shooting, by the way. He genuinely respawns. Lucky has been absolutely on his finest form, and they're winning some crazy Unos right now. I mean, that's decent enough P1 time, right? You're going to get the scrap time for Boston to keep things close. And actually, well, talk about the timing of deaths right there. 3 players from the Heretics spawn out, and poor Metal's going to give you his best shot. He picks up 2. Still, though, gets traded, and now number 6 is going to spawn up in the back. So even with Metals popping a 2-piece, he was just abandoned by his teammates in the final moment. And that is how the map plays. You have to be on point. You can't, you got to time out your gunfights. Know when you have to rotate. Know when you have to be safe. And if you don't, you will be punished.
I mean, here we go. We're about to hit the Uno reverse. In spawn. Cammy can't pick up nada, brother. 4 down. Heretics there in the point.
And then if you can't hold a P2, if you just get broken down that quickly, I mean, look.
Oh my God.
Maybe not the top of the league gameplay we're seeing right now, but Lucky, top of the shots. How about that little highlight reel moment? Gonna guarantee you the final 20, bar any trolls, and plenty of space on the rotation as well. Rencor cleans up the one-shot kill, and now Snoopy is going to spawn out a uld, so he's going to be out of the picture on this rotation. So again, slopping is coming through from some of these teams.
Yeah, but so good there from the Heretics. Again, you push Lucky out, you got a guy hard blocking the back, so nothing is going to hit until they want it to. How can you get the rotation through back though? Metals onto Big Wake, no problem. Metals now manages to join the fight, full HP, no problem whatsoever. A little slow to this one, but he's got his boys there to back him up. Cammy down and out. Another kill on the other side, so the pinches are complete, folks. Both cheeks with a firm grasp on them. And here come the Heretics once again. That is it. The bull by the horns, they're in the point.
And the Reeds have been on point as well, right? Snoopy spawns out, Lucky's there to pick it up. He might get through and like open things up, but at least for the most part, they're prepared for the gunfights, but the hold only lasts for, 10, 15 seconds before Boston get right back inside. Now we're squaring up for the final 20, and we talk about the rotations, we talk about timing things out. You're able to get the final kill. Now you hit the go button on the rotation. Awakening, the only player nearby. Metals is here to meet him, and Metals does get dropped, didn't have the right gun, and Boston will be here for the early control.
Yeah, 3 players now on Rock. Get set up, get ready for that. Oh, great position to be in as well for the spawn. I'm going to get that play through boat. Picks up anyone who's coming through that side of the map, no problem. Feeds the information to the front line. And into the meat grinder you go, Miami Heretics. You have been minced up. Boston rocking it here. Awakening staying in that position from spawn again, keeping this side of the map totally safe. His boys are eating on point. This is a beautiful P3.
Yeah, I mean, Awakening did his job. Now it's up to the teammates to deliver, get the final set of trays, and you are good to go. Awakening sets you up. Purge knocks him down. There's the final 3. Nice little cleanup moment, and the full 60 might be out and about because Purge is giving you a little bit extra.
Hey, but this is a joke. Like, 1 by 1, even when they don't, he's still smoking him. 11 and 9, 6 in a row, 7. Purge the Heretic.
I mean, listen, that's just too easy, right? He just slid out, did the exact same slide challenge, and killed like 4 different players, and like they weren't shooting back, so not ideal. A little bit more sloppy Hardpoint gameplay coming through. He's invisible.
Brother! Purge is playing campaign. Like, what? This is unbelievable. Streaks good. Oh, 10. Immaculate spawn knowledge as well. Everywhere he looks, there is a Heretics member. Whether they're running past him, whether they're running into his lethal irons. No way. Thank you, Metals. Thank you. The spree is done, but the lead is not Boston. Running Hacienda.
I mean, that's a moment for me. Do Heretics just have some of the worst combos in the league, and I'll just never be able to tell? Because that is just, I mean, look, credit to Purge. Okay, maybe he's just unkillable, winning every one.
Dang.
Now on a rotation, finally, Heretics showing a little bit of life, but as far as P1 scrap time goes, yeah, Awakening almost getting bored because he got so much time.
Oh yeah, a lot of time. And Snoop, oh dude, it's just all working out so well right now for Boston. I'd be amiss if we did not go for a listen in with the green team.
He's in the right corner, outside the side door. Outside the side door.
Is that done?
Nice job. They're gonna be side door. One's be in the back on us.
Yeah, every side of
In the back.
Lucky front. He goes up on you.
Lucky front, still me, boys.
Nice, big try,
One's way front, maybe. Lucky front, breathe me. In the back.
Lucky front,
Now weak. In the back, now weak.
Yeah, shoot back, one front.
In the back, on the back.
Cover. Weakest fuck, drop it.
I hear you.
Wait, on time.
Nice.
Drop
Absolute left corner, one shot in the left corner, challenge you can. Nice job.
Side door, and then back.
Weakest fuck.
Well, yeah.
One half front metals.
Yeah, I have front metals.
Listen, I have all well.
I have all rocket right
You're
now.
right. Come up now.
Can be down middle though.
Yeah, I'm
backing up a little bit. I'm gonna back up a
close,
little
bro.
bit. Okay.
Have all the front. They can be Vines and Con.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm triggering you. I'm giving up, boys. I'm getting time.
Okay.
Get time, Eric. I'm gonna go back last.
Nothing well, bro. Nothing well. One's Vines. Okay, I died. Listen, one's on hold. One's Vines seeing plat. Like, Con.
I need one office, right? I have to be bad then. Two office, well, maybe.
In front of me, boys. Yeah.
Two more office.
I'm dead. Last guy, boys.
He's on me. Lucky no. He's in the left corner. You can shot. They're all gonna be front. Don't hit it.
He's close left, bro.
I'm weak, bro. Bro, one shot, absolute front. Really lucky.
Yeah, we can play some. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Look at the front. We're just ironing it.
That's one well.
Become time, bro. Really become time.
I got my time.
Okay, my time.
After delightful listening from Boston Breach, their chance to be purged, not only conducting the major and the minor moments of the game here, the macro and the micro, that man is simply doing it all.
Yeah, and his comm was, hey, I have a streak for the break. We can force and like hit out for scrap time, and now you just keep the hallways contained, and at least one of these players is gonna die. Metals is gonna have to sprint into some bad gunfights, but Metals at least gets one before he falls for this setup, but Lucky left out the dry. Now it's a Lambo pinch from Rencor, who wants his teammates to get in the mix, but Heretics, I mean, you're desperate for this retake. You gotta get it done.
They're trying to get it done indeed. I mean, the pinch is still technically on. Renkor's gonna get there a little bit late, but it is gonna give them the hard point at the very least. Wait a minute, no, Purge, he gets there, Cammy doesn't look the right way, and Renkor's two-piece late, but it is indeed. Hard point now in the hands of the Heretics, 30 to go here on Rock, and what a second set of Spin Awakening. Oh, on the volley, another streak. Good luck holding this one, Heretics.
That's devastating. Yep, Lucky's gonna fall. Rencor lost the fight just before. He picked up one before he dropped, but now you need a little bit extra. Metals might just give it to you. He picks up the one, and Heretics, I mean, they've just dealt with the P4 and 2 cruise missiles and maybe come out squared away. I know Purge has been a king over by this hill, and dude, he's invisible.
Dude, what is going on? How's he got? No way. No way. Did he get that much damage in a Real? That is unreal, Purge. 20 for the win. Boston on the series. Cammy's going. Awakening in time, and Purge is once again in a masterful flow state.
And I just want to give him credit as well, because Purge is in flow state. He's on point. He's had himself a map, and his comms are phenomenal as well. But I think even for Awakening probably deserves a little bit of credit, because his comms also sounded fantastic. So we might crack jokes about like Awakening vision, but if he's not in Terminator mode, he seems to be, you know, like veteranizing himself and improving in the comms department. So I mean, credit where credit's due for Boston. Now you just got to close out the game. You get the right side spawns. Everybody's here. This should be easy work to get it done.
You've done so much good work to get yourself here. Don't let it fall apart now. The Heretics are a team very capable of pulling rabbits out of hats. I do not have the Spanish for that literal translation, but Purge on time. Nice snap, one of the first. Metals there with a break, and now you've got time. You've got to go, and now the back line, though. Lucky makes it safe. All towards the front. Here we go. Heretics holding on for dear life in the series.
Might be Gaster's cursing it. You got a deep route coming through as well. Cammy's taking routes. He's able to get through. Lucky just no eyes on it. So now you're going to be spawning out. Cammy's at least going to block this. Number 2 Lucky out of the picture. Cammy making the heads up play. But the problem is teammates aren't winning the gunfights, but who cares if you're Cammy? He's going to give you 3. He's going to give you spawns, and he might have just given you the map.
We might have. Cammy, they're now through the back line, still trying to fight this one forward. The Heretics have managed to dig their heels in, and they're holding onto the garage again. And so the series does depend on it. Lucky now. Under a hail of gunfire, the trophy's now finished. Another 2 from Real, and they have kept it together, folks. 233 is still the score for Boston.
Oh god, this is happening. It's happening. You got Rencor with the cutoff kills, and Cammy, all that work to give you the back spawns, and it turns out you're just in a trap.
Here we go. They check left. One man gets through. That's enough for the win. It's a foot race on now. Metals, the hero of P2. The stun doesn't connect. Not enough for the kill. Real with the trades. Hardpoint in the hands of the Heretics. Over 200. But Boston with a big attack now. The front looks good. Rencor finds another. Plat cleared out. Heretics hold.
Hey, Cammy's the only guy on Boston getting kills in the past like minute of gameplay. Awakening shows up in the feed. You got number 7 on the pinch. The timing might be perfect. Snoopy for one, Awakening for the next one. Snoopy doesn't even need to get the kills. His teammates clear house. They got the time.
They got time. 10 seconds now for it. Heretics one last attempt. Metals on the pinch. He's able to start the party. Here comes Metals once again. Can't get any more. Contest is now done through tin. Real on the time with 5 seconds to spare.
Go, rotate, please. Run number 1 and number 2. They're high talent. Cammy keeping the pressure over towards Old.
Wait.
And Cammy gives you a 2, so he's going to force the action back. So look at the minimap. His teammates have all the pressure in the world. Metals overwhelmed. Number 4 next in line. Real, you just got to trade him. He's dead. Number 3, sprint into the hands of Snoopy.
Wait.
Should be devastating. Should be the finish.
That's the finish. Breach. My goodness. It was anyone's game towards the end there in fantastic clock awareness. You knew that they could win it at fences. You had to commit a man to get the contest indeed, and that cost the Heretics in the end. Boston, a brilliant hacienda. And a 3-1 victory, one that they should be absolutely proud of. Purge, flow state indeed. Great gameplay, great comms from Boston. That is the Boston Breach that we've been asking for quite some time. And on the